What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades. We're continuing our Let's Play of SC2VN. Last time we left off, we've done our powwow with the team, and it's the night before It's the night before we have our match with Bolt, I think his name was. But before I get back to the story, I've actually realized that it's come to my attention that there's a Kickstarter for this game for a prequel, and it's about Jet and Excel's journey through becoming a pro gamer. And there's more characters, and apparently there's gonna be voice acting as well, and that's their plan. And I've decided to help the Kickstarter by not only advertising it. So I hope it comes around, because this game is actually very well written. It's just missing a little shots of voice acting here and there, which I wish it had, because I do want to know what these people would sound like in the author's eyes, but I just don't get that. But whatever. So anyway, let's get back to this. But I'm gonna be leaving on my own terms. Something about like not being in this apartment much longer if we fuck up. Hold on. How you feeling, Mach? I blinked my eyes and rubbed them awake. An hour of warm-up at the studio has left me with only 15 minutes before the match is set to begin. The foundation on my face isn't the kind that I've used before. It feels a bit weird. Standard procedure for all broadcasted matches, or so the makeup artist says as she applied it. Behind Mr. Kim, a small crowd filters into the stage area. The semifinals for the Victory Star League begin right after the show match, so it's unlikely that everyone here is just to watch me and Bolt play. But judging by the number of people sporting the black and white colors of Shock T1, there are at least a few. Oh, Mr. Kim, I'm sorry. I'm well. Good. Best of luck in your match. Let's hope this is the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership. I lower my head in a curt bow. I appreciate it. Mr. Kim matches my bow with a nod, and then slips around the corner and into the studio. I'm only allowed a minute of time to myself before the businessman's presence is replaced by Excel's. Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. And I am. I stretch out my wrists and crack my knuckles to emphasize it. Emphasize it, God. Good. Let's go. Ooh, the tension. I wonder if actual game tournaments look like this. Look at these booths. They're massive. God. It'd be cool if they did look like this, though. But before we get into that, we have a special match before the VSTL begins, don't we? That's right. Most of you have likely heard the news that Excel and Jet have left their teams to begin their own. Regardless of how the fans feel, one must admit that it's quite an ambitious decision. Certainly, but today we have a match to decide whether those two will have the risk to pay off. A generous prize from the Enoch Group has allowed us to host a show match between two widely different players. A new sponsor, how exciting! On top of that, it's refreshing to see that KPGA has finally begun to embrace StarCraft 2. How much do we know about the Protoss Bolt? He's a very strong player from Shock T1, but this is his first appearance in a StarCraft 2 match, isn't that right? We'll have to see how his Brood War skills translate. What about his opponent Mach? Do we know much about her? There was very little information available about her online, so we must assume that she is an amateur. At the same time, she must be quite skilled for Jet and Excel to call her their teammate. It dawns on me that this match is probably being broadcasted online. Should I have told my parents or friends to tune in and watch? No. Enough. I'm tired of obsessing over acceptance from everyone from back home. This has nothing to do with them. Now, let's get the comments from our players. Please welcome Bolt and Mach. A production assistant gestures me forward, and I step out onto the stage. Bolt approaches me from the other side, standing just a few feet from me when we come to a stop. He gives me a wave, and a few dozen people erupt into cheers. Among them are screams of at least 10 fangirls. With a microphone in hand, he addresses the crowd with a charming disposition, completely opposite from every interaction I've shared with him. First, I would like to thank my fans for coming today. I've worked hard to prove that KPGA players will place first in StarCraft 2 championships in the near future. I've always performed well under pressure throughout my pro gaming career, but today I don't think I have that much to worry about. The comment draws a few laughs from the audience, KPG fans and not. He continues. I'm confident that I'll only drop one math today. My opponent's year of StarCraft 2 must have earned her at least one win against my single week. But that's just an outright lie. Judging by the crowd's reaction, they're completely buying it. Foreigners can never compete in Brood War. I'm here to prove that there's the same in StarCraft 2. Oh no, racism and elitism. Oh no. What I would expect from people like this. Apparently the gaming community in Korea is just super toxic against foreigners. I'm not sure how true that is or how strong that is, if it's true. But I hope it's not, because gaming should be for everyone, and it doesn't matter who you are. But whatever. I'll promise to show you all good games. Please cheer for me. He lifts a fist in another uproar of applause. What a fake piece of shit. But before I can spend any more time lingering on how much I dislike Bolt, the VSL hostess takes the mic from him and offers it to me. Say a few words to your fans. I was told you can speak Korean, correct? Before I know it, the microphone is in my hand. I try my best not to look bewildered and turn my attention to the audience. Hello. I'm Mach. I want to thank my team for helping me prepare for today's match, and the Enoch group for sponsoring the show match. I'll do my best to win. Thank you. My earnest approach earns me a polite response from the crowd, though not one that comes close to matching Bolt's. Please shake hands and you go to your booths. Oh god! Wow, that's pretty sexy! Look at that! No. I want to get rid of the text, but I guess I can't do that. Bolt is first to turn. His smile, no doubt designed and manufactured in an underground KPGA laboratory, belies the edge I see in his eyes. He offers his hand and I reach forward to take it for a single shake. I hope you practiced hard. I'm gonna destroy you. I did, don't worry. Not really, I really want to see you lose. That's good. It would be a shame to disappoint the fans with an uneven series. It doesn't matter what you want, you're trash, and after this you'll never forget it. Agreed, let's make sure to show our exciting game. Easy to say, let's see if we can actually do it. I like how our character looks. Look at that. She looks amazing today. Mach, you go, girl. Z snap. We separate without incident, and I turn to take my place in the booth. Jet stands outside the door with my keyboard, mouse, and mouse pad in hand. What the hell is this? He drops a keypad onto my hand. I think that's my Windows key? It doesn't belong on a pro gamer's keyboard. Fat fingering that during a battle will tap you out and lose you the game. She huffs and breaks eye contact. It's obvious that she's at least as stressed as I am. Jet, I've got this. I know. Do your best, Mach. Fighting. With a nod, she pushes open the booth door. Once inside, the ambient sound of stage lights, cameras, and screens die down. All I can hear is a subtle hum of the crowd and my own pulse. It would be peaceful if not for the adrenaline burning through my veins. This is the first time inside of a booth. My heart is racing and nothing I try to tell myself as I plug my peripherals and configure my settings to help calm it. Playing in front of a crowd in the VSL has been a goal of mine for more than a year. Even with how hard I've been working, it feels like there should have been more build up to this moment. Yet, here I am. I reach out to touch the soundproofing material, if only to allow my other senses to confirm that the moment is real. Even as I try to keep my focus away from the crowd and on the game, I keep glancing past the computer monitor and toward my teammates seated in the front row. I'm trying not to breathe into the mic, I'm sorry. They wave and cheer me as the studio lights dim. I force myself to look back at the PC and focus entirely at the match at hand. Everything I've done over the past week, no, the months I've been in Korea, and even the time before that, it's all to lead up to this moment. Okay, Bolt, well-rounded, favors aggression, professional Brood War player, but not a professional StarCraft 2 player. The second the loading screen ends, I put my plan to the action and rush one of my starting SCVs across the map. But I'm not sending it to his base. It comes to stop on the outskirts of his 4th base location. It's only barely closer to his base than mine, honestly, but it's close enough to buy me precious seconds. Reva calls this build proxy everything. Depot, gas, racks, reactor, FAC, starport, and I've drilled it into perfection and hit everything within the second. Hold on, guys, I'm going to close my window. Sorry about that. I wanted to be a little colder in here because it's a bit warm and the AC hasn't been turned on in the dorms yet. Okay. Bolt didn't even scout. He'll pay for that mistake. My dropship rushes straight to his base at a timing that normally wouldn't be possible. Every single one of those extra seconds is precious. Perfect. I unload my Hellion straight into his mineral line. He was completely unprepared. He tries to escape with his workers, but I'm too quick in giving chase. I'm not letting you get away, Bolt. My Hellions weave past his slow-moving army and deal another blow to his economy. That one must have crippled him. He remains in the game only as an act of defiance. With my victory assured, I march onto his base with an overwhelming force and take a fight on his turf. This is going too smoothly. I honestly think that we're gonna get fucked in the butt somehow. But this is too easy. Either one. I can see two options for this, but I'm not sure which one's right. So I'm gonna shut up and let this go. He scraps together a final defense and actually manages to dent my army, though it's not enough to swing the game back. Not bad, but the game one is mine. Okay, what I think he's gonna do, he threw game one. He threw it. Just to lure me into a sense of security. And then, the next 2 matches, he's gonna totally trounce me. He's gonna totally kick back. And then the last match is gonna be the tiebreaker. A gentle knock on the door behind me catches my attention. While the studio prepares for the next game, a moment later the door slides open. Just as planned. Well executed, Mach. Seriously, where did you of all people come up with a build like that? Just because I loathe cheese does not mean I will not admit that it's occasionally useful and appropriate. I guarantee we'll be seeing it on the ladder for the next month. With luck, they will call it the Mach build. Maintain your momentum. Fighting. I'm pretty sure is that their catchphrase? Now? Fighting? She hurries out of the booth and back to her seat in the crowd when I nod, just as before. The studio light dims and the crowd match gets underway. Phew, okay, keep it cool. The momentum is in my favor now. I should make use of this breathing room. And I need to find out how Bolt's gonna be playing for the rest of the set. He went for a standard expansion last time, but I wasn't able to see his army as intended. The map is good for 2-base play. I should definitely go for drops, but I still need to decide on an opening. Fuck! Oh, what? Whoa, wait a second. Bolt is proxy gating me. God damn it, I didn't even consider that possibility. I veer my... Wait, what the hell? Could I not make a choice? No, hold on. Load. Yes. Could I not make a choice there? Oh, never mind. Whatever you choose, it just does that. Whoa, wait a second. Bolt is proxy gating me. God damn it, I didn't even consider the possibility. I veer my game plan in a defensive direction, but Bolt's attack is already overwhelming my mineral line. Even with all the precs I had against stunts rushes, there's nothing I can do when caught so off guard. For every step forward, I take the SC2VN Marine Micro. Bolt ceases 5 damage to my economy. I can't stay in the game any longer and tap out a GG. Ugh, like that, he evened up the series. I barely have time to take my headphones off before I feel a pair of hands clamp down on my shoulders. Keep it up! Stay in the zone! You got this! Ow, ow, okay, enough! He got really lucky, scouted your base first, and you only barely missed the probe as it came up your ramp. Come on, you've been practicing for the future Protoss Bonwa and his micro battery. The next game is yours for the taking. Yeah, there's no way I'm letting another proxy get by me. That's what I'm talking about. Fighting! I'm guessing that's our catchphrase. Alright, keep it together. There's no way I'll let another proxy get by me. Once my scout reveals a little information, save that he's going for 1 base tech build. There are several things I need to be prepared, so I should make sure the front of my base is reinforced. As long as I keep my army on the ramp, I should be able to respond to any flying units. With each second that ticks by, I pull more and more away with the game. Just as long as I don't attack too aggressively and focus on maintaining a sizable army, I should be fine. Huh. Did he transition into something more standard? He takes some damage on a scouting stalker before hastily pulling it away. What was that it? I should probably double check whether or not he's got an expansion down. It might be a good call to throw down a missile turret on my main as well, just as a precaution. Blinkers! Blink stalker! Shit, he had a vision on my high ground? It must be an observer. Why didn't I see it? He's able to pick off several units just as they finish building at my barracks, a number advantage heavily on his side. I empty my bunkers and rush them up my ramp, but he turns my own choke point against me and handily defeats my entire army with some ridiculously precise micro. I have nothing left to do but GG and accept the fact that I'm now down a game. Knock knock. Yo, how you feeling? Do you want the polite answer or the honest answer? You're playing well, but Bolt's been able to sniff out where you're weakest. You need to confront him head on. A macro game with a KPGA Pro? Is that smart? Hey, no one ever said that StarCraft was an easy game. It's not, really. We practice long hours for the moment like this. Show the crowd how hard you've been working. Alright, I won't go down without a fight. Good, fighting. Aw, the encouragement is so sweet. There's no way I'm giving up now. I've already proven to myself that I can beat this guy. Forget the score, focus on the game. This map is huge, but I opt for conservative timing on my expansion. Bolt shown a serious proclivity toward aggressive play. My scout reveals are on equal footing. Alright, time to drop the hammer. My first drop managed to get him with his army out of position. Perfect. He has to be rushing back to defend his drop. With that knowledge, I rush a second smaller voice into his third base. He held firm. That second prong on my attack slammed right into an overwhelming force. It's too late for me to pull away. Ugh, that wasn't his entire army. The damage I managed to inflict wasn't nearly worth the cost of those 2 forces. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I still have a decent army. I just need to contest the center of the map. I can't let him take another base. Ah, but he's already beat me to the punch. We clashed briefly before I order a retreat, frantically reinforcing my wounded army. I can't fall behind. Take more bases. Keep my production going. Come on, I've got to deal some damage. If I just sit here and let him power up, he's gonna roll me. Boom! Stalkers. He's just kind of prick off that it's just what I needed. Shitty, preparing an assault on my main. Pull back, pull back. I can defend this. Just before his forces arrive, I get in position at the top of my ramp. It's looking even for a while until... Boom! Ha! This is the type of error a Brood War player makes. The burden to attack was mine, not his. The game's tempo is back in my favor. Even if I'm still in an economic disadvantage, I need to hit while he's still rebuilding. Gotcha, the mineral line I failed to take down with my previous drop now lies in tatters. And this time my 2-pronged attack catches a weak flank defending his 3rd base. I'm pulling him apart. I'm inflicting crushing economic damage. All I need to do is win one more fight. I'm spending my materials and gas the second I mine it. My production has been on point all game long. There's absolutely no way this would have been possible without drilling for so many hours. One more fight. Just one more fight. I march across the map and then charge up the ramp at his neutral expansion. I maneuver out of the way of his size storm and pounded powerful expansive units at the back of his army. With all of them out of the way, I'm unable to power through the rest of his force. I'm able to power through the rest of his force. God damn, the text is so small. Yes, as he types out a GG when I punch my way through to his main base, the series is even. My hands shake, the veins in my neck throb, my palms are covered with sweat. My throat is dry, my eyes hurt, and I can't stop bouncing my leg. Will you calm down? Sheesh. I don't think that's gonna be possible. Typical amateur jitters. Don't try to ignore the adrenaline you're feeling. Use it to your advantage. What else do you want me to say? You already know what to do. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't give any thought to how I'd feel if I made it this far. I kind of feel like throwing up, actually. In that case, just imagine how sick you'll be when you win this thing. In more ways than one. Alright, enough chit-chat. Get serious. Get serious, Mach. Fighting. Oh god. Oh! This is our last match! Oh! I'm so nervous! Stay calm. Just one more. Cross it off the checklist. Depots. Racks. Expand. A stalker denies my scout at the front of this neutral expansion. That's frustrating. Without knowing the timing on his 2nd base, it's unsure of how much damage I need to do. When my dropships come out, I need to find a good angle to attack him from. Let's see. Whoa! 6 gates and a robo this early? How is it possible? That's literally isn't possible. But I'm forced to witness the reality of the situation march across my map. His army is ridiculously huge. This is insane. He faked an expansion and intentionally delayed his 1 base attack to catch me off guard. Oh god! I simply do not have enough units to defend against his army. I won't have for another minute either. By then the game will be over. What happened? I'm going to lose. No, I don't need to take a direct engagement to win against Bolt. It's time for a base trade. With my entire army loaded on 4 dropships, I sprint across the map and unload into his base. Bolt has 2 options. 1, pull back his army and suffer serious damage in the meantime, or 2, rush into my base and do the same I'm doing to him. He opts for option number 2. Alright, I've been in these kind of situations before. This kind of game is far less about macro, micro, or anything like that. It's all about staying calm and making the right decisions. Okay, I'm okay. His army is big, but mine is fast. I just need to focus on hunting his buildings down. We trade building for building. The remnants of my main base unable to get away from his mass force. Found another pylon. If I keep this up, I can put him in an unwinnable situation. All he has left is a single pylon, the one he used to reinforce his attack. Just before my final building bursts into flame, I throw down a supply depot in the corner of the map guarded by terrain and distance. If he wants to win, he'll have to abandon his final pylon. It's looking like this game might end up as a draw. I'm about to ask if he wants to tie when I notice something in the corner of my eye. Whoa, he pulled a significant part of his army away from his pylon. He's destroying the rock barrier. Shit, I'm not in good position to defend my final building. Not like this, God! I have to beat him to it. Go! Oh God. Oh God! We lost. We so lost. We win? Did we win? We destroyed the pylon. All is slow and silent. My heart thunders against my ribcage. I can feel the blood roaring in my veins. A second later, I rip my headphones off and scream in triumph. This high, I've never felt anything like it. All the effort and hardship I've poured into 20 years of my life. This one moment is worth it all. And then she vomits on the keyboard! The thumb jet bursts into my booth's door and pounds my back with claps between her own cheers. She is soon joined by the rest of my team who follows suit, sharing in my victory. Not my victory, our victory. With some prodding from Excel, we collect ourselves and step out onto the stage to show our gratitude to the crowd with waves and smiles. But before the VSL hostess can cross the stage for a post-game interview, Bolt emerges from his booth with a macabre expression splattered across his face. He wrenches the microphone from the hostess' stance and points at me from the other side of the stage. "Savor the win, you piece of shit! It's the last you'll ever have against me." The crowd reacts with a mixture of astonishment and encouragement, the latter coming mainly from the fans dressed in Shock T1's black and white. Emboldened by my failure to respond, he continues. "The current StarCraft 2 pro gamer pool disgraces esports. I pledge to my fans that I will expose these frauds for what they are. I hereby announce my retirement from Brood War. I am immediately going full-time with my StarCraft 2 with the intent to take VSL Championship on behalf of those that deserve the honor of calling themselves professional gamers." With that, Bolt slams the microphone against the ground, causing its plastic shell to fracture and allows screech to emit from the speakers. He stalks off stage to the player's exit without another word, trailed by the stares of his fans. Whoa, there's no way that was part of KPGA's plan. That guy really likes to break electronics, huh? I wonder how many keyboards he's been through. I share a baffled look with Jet before VSL hostess picks up what remains of the microphone and steps to my side. My teammates take it as a cue to vacate the stage. The post-game interview is short and formal, with the half of the crowd completely unresponsive to my attempt to show good sportsmanship. Either they're on Bolt's side or they're impatient to see the VSTLs get started. Still, a handful of people cheer me off the stage as the studio begins to set up for a team league. Among them is a familiar wisp of gray hair. When I search for the face to whom it belongs to, I don't see who I'm looking for. Oh, Mr. Gao was his name, was here? I forgot his name, sorry. Whoa, hello! To my utter surprise, a trio of foreigners approach backstage with autograph requests. I oblige them nervously, unfamiliar with how to properly sign the mousepad they hand me. Thanks! Yeah, thanks. You rock! I scratch behind my head when they head off, surprised and humbled. Not a bad start, Mach! I turn to find Jet watching me from across the room. She pushes off the wall and ambles toward me. And, for the record, I'm sorry that I hit you. It might have been what I needed, no hard feelings. It wasn't right, there was probably a better option. It's in the past, seriously. She smiles genuinely far wider than I've ever seen from her before. You'll make a good teammate. A sudden clap purges the expression from her face, and just like that, it's back to the intense Jet that I'm much better acquainted with. Alright, enough back-patting. Back to the team. We've got places to be. Without bothering to answer my curious look, she rolls her wrist in a beckoning motion and leads me onto the hallway of the VSL studio. It's crowded, and with even more people pouring into the studio in anticipation of the semi-final team league match. But off, away from the foot traffic, we find Mr. Kim with Excel, Stunt, and Reva. He turns to regard Jet and me with a smile, restrained in the comparison to my team. And the victor arrives. Congratulations, Mach. I lower my head in a bow without taking my eyes from him. Thank you. I'll send word to my assistant to publish a press release. The sponsorship should be no surprise given how quickly this type of information spreads, but it should be nice to PR boost for Enoch Red. Alright, I'll admit it, that's a pretty good name. I'll leave the rest to Jet. I expect great things from you five. When Mr. Kim turns to leave, Reva, Stunt, and I probe Jet with looks. The rest? It'll be easier for me to show than explain. Come on, it's not far. I fall in line behind Stunt and Excel after Jet takes off, stepping in time with Reva at my side. She leans toward me with an offered smile. Congratulations, you avoided the death penalty. Yeah, now instead of dying an instant death, I die slow and at the hands of a Korean practice regimen. Oh, in that case, it is not too late. She gently chops the back off my neck. I feign decapitation and then straighten my back up to meet her smile. Reva's cute. I like Reva. She is SC2VN, waifu! Well, I'll keep going for a little bit. I still have 7 minutes before my 30-minute mark is up. This one. He tests the key against the lock only to find that it doesn't fit. No, wait. This one. We retrace our steps back down the apartment building's hallway to a door we passed earlier. She tries the key again, and again, it doesn't fit. Are we on the wrong floor? No, will you just wait? It's the one across the hall. Oh, this is our apartment. Cool. This time, the key slides into the lock and then turns, revealing a mostly unfurnished room. It's small, and it's not a great part of town, but I can't deny the pride swelling up inside me as I step inside, shoulder to shoulder with my teammates. We spread out instinctively, looking for the plain floors and countertops as if we were inspecting a mansion. How'd you get this so quickly? It was a good deal, but they wanted to deposit more than a week ago. Someone else was trying to snatch it out from under us. You put money You put money down on a team house without knowing whether or not I'd win against Bolt? Sorry, I took my glasses off because I had to scratch my eyes. Ugh. Jet dodges the question by glancing away, leaving Excel to swoop in and fill the silence. Nice having a team that believes in you, eh? That's not all, by the way. She gestures toward a lonely cardboard box over the corner of the room. Stunt, I think you should have the honor. Somehow, Stunt has found the time during his momentous occasion to pull out his phone. But as instructed, he makes his way to the corner of the room and peels back the box's lid. What follows is a sound of unbridled joy. Hell yeah! He rummages around the box's contents before pulling a free red and white jacket. One by one, Stunt practically rips them free, tosses them toward the four of us. I catch mine, and on a closer inspection, I find the Enoch Red logo on the back. Oh damn, that jacket is sexy! I want a jacket like that now. Jet's expression is too neutral to be authentic. I think it's simply that she has a hard time admitting that she had faith all along. Knowing that makes me happy, so I have no reason to press her on it. Yo, it's time to celebrate! You got your chance to celebrate a week ago. Now's the time to practice. Oh, how easily Jet breaks herself out of her quiet trance when the chance to play Empress arrives. How? There's like 2 PCs here, come on. Last time before we were VSL champs, I swear. I'm with the kid. I concur. Come on, Jet, one last time. Excel, you're supposed to be on my side, and the rest of you are too willful. I'll break you of it eventually. One last time. Oh god, he just ran! Stunt takes the opportunity to throw on his team jacket and sprint to the hallway. The rest of us are quick to follow suit. Ah! 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 Look at them! They're so cute! Oh my god! I'm geeking out, they're so cute! Look at them all, they're wearing their jackets! They're all matching! We did it, guys, we did it! And I honestly think this is a good place to stop. We did it, guys! We made it! And we're not even close to the end of this game. Oh god, that was great. I got so jazzed. Oh god, I love this visual novel so much. Even though there's no romance to it, the storytelling, the emotion you feel, like, it puts you in the seat of the StarCraft player. And even though I'm not a big fan of professional gaming and StarCraft in general, like, I get the idea that, hey, there's a lot riding on this. You staked your life on this, and you've practiced for years. Hey, you finally did it. You're here. And I get that. Oh god, the story's amazing. So anyway, before I geek out even more, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, hit that subscribe button. And you are now exiting the Shadyverse. My name is Shades, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, there is a Kickstarter for the prequel for this game if you want to see a journey of Excel and Jet as they climb the ranks to professional StarCraftdom. Please support the Kickstarter, because it looks good, and from the trailer they put out, they're going to add voice acting to it, so goddamn, it's going to be great. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!